Heteronormativity, what is it? Well, for starters, it's a word that I struggle to pronounce, let me tell you. But it's also an act that so many of us are unconsciously guilty of. Webster defines heteronormative as the attitude that heterosexuality is the natural or normal sexuality. Now, we're so lucky to live in a city that's diverse like Los Angeles. We tend to come across people that are more accepting and unbiased. However, we tend to get very lazy with our vocabulary, and it makes sense. We're constantly on the go. However, we don't seem to notice that because of our lazy vocabulary, we are offending people along the way. Now, Chris Ingram said it best. Heterosexuality is just not normal. The idea that a man and woman's relationship is the default relationship, well, you guessed it, it's just wrong. Okay, now lucky for you, my fellow classmates, I have gathered a few tips on how we can kick heteronormative culture to the curb. Now, they're honestly so easy and effective and take no effort at all. So if you ask me, there's really no excuse as to why we can't make a difference every day. Now, by no means am I telling you how to live your life. But, if you want to see a little difference in society or something, then open up your ears and listen up. Tip number 1, use the pronoun they when we don't know someone's gender. Now, I know that we do not have bad intentions when using he or she, but being that we're trying to break away from a binary and stop assuming someone's gender, we need to practice these gender neutral pronouns, especially when you meet somebody for the very first time. Tip number 2, never assume the gender of someone's love interest, partner, or spouse. When meeting somebody new and they reveal to you that they have a partner, do not assume their partner's gender. For all you know, they can be in a throuple. They can have partners. So, in order to, play your cards right, keep it cool, use the word partner, spouse, as well as they. This person might choose to reveal to you their partner's gender, or they can decide that it's none of your damn business. But either way, you are avoiding a very potential awkward and uncomfortable situation with your new acquaintance by using the words partner, spouse, and they.
I mean, it's just more question you have to ask me in order for me to tell you about myself. I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
Last but not least, tip number 3. Help the kids and the adults in your life ditch the term mom and dad and replace it with parent or family. If I personally had $1 for every single time a kid came up to me growing up asking me, Judith, where's your dad? Why don't you talk about your dad? Why have I never seen your dad? I would be pulling up to CSUN in a goddamn Ferrari. That is how frequently I was asked about my father growing up. And I will never forget the embarrassment I felt not knowing how to answer these questions. And to be quite honest with you, it was none of their goddamn business either way. So by ending these family assumptions, you will prevent a child from feeling a sense of shame for having 2 moms, for having 2 dads, or just 1 parent. And as it is, children deal with so much growing up, especially with things like social media, and you don't want to add more strain to their poor little lives. By being just a little more mindful every day, by using your noggin before you speak instead of sticking your foot down your mouth, you're allowing people to feel a lot more comfortable to be around you because you're signaling to them that you're open to all possibilities and all answers. And honestly, this may result in them opening up more to you because you're acknowledging that there isn't a normal sexual orientation or a normal family dynamic. Using gender neutral language is going to have a positive impact on society because it helps us avoid word choices that might be interpreted as bias, demeaning, discriminating, when implying that there is a norm. And honestly, we're all very much aware that there is nothing normal about this crazy world. Take 2020 for example, not normal at all.